All right, it's the Hard Not Lifer or Kunta K from whatever platform you're from, whether you listen to my music or you just like the lifestyle content that I create. So today I really want to talk about how growth and slow growth is the most important type of growth. The thing is, when I was younger, um, I believe that if it wasn't going like this, it's not going to work out. I understood that you had to put some time in, but as in time in, I thought like, oh, a year or 2 years is enough time. No, you really got to put in some work. And I know, no joke. Like, you have to think about things from 5, 10, 15 years. That's how you need to think. You need to think of things in increments of 5. Of course, you're going to have your short-term goals that lead to your long-term goals. But when you're searching for growth, the biggest thing that you want to look for is the small ways of growing as an individual. The reason why I say this, and it might sound counterintuitive depending on what type of individual you are, is slow growth has the most impact. If you are financially savvy, you understand compound interest. So let's think of growth as compound interest. If I put $25 into the stock market, S&P 500, NASDAQ, QQQ, whatever index or ETF you think of. When I put that initial investment has to grow over time. But the thing is, it's going to move slowly. So one day I might make 35 cents. 6 months from now, I might make 60 cents. Then from that 60 cents, I might make $1. Then from that dollar, I might make $2. Then from that $2, I might get 4. All right, so it's way slower than the way I'm explaining it, but it's just so you can get it in your mind of what I'm talking about. The thing is, when you're growing, the most important thing is the small things in life. I used to always look past the little things, the little achievements, the little goals, the little improvements in my life, instead of understanding that the little things is what builds up to big outcomes. You can never get to a big outcome. You can never make substantial or significant strides in your life without focusing on the small things. So when you're growing, you want to focus on little ways of growing, changing this habit. Whether you stop doing this, whether you stop doing that. There's certain habits that you need to hone in on, remove them, because that small little thing grows. The same way growth can compound over time, bad habits and bad things can compound over time. Yeah, you spent $5 today, but when you're looking at $5 today, it doesn't matter. But if you spend $5 every day consecutively over a year, there's a certain amount of money that you spent. I'm not gonna do no calculations for you. I'm not. Let me see. I don't got my calculator on me. If I did, I would have did it. You know what I mean? Just to show you I could do it. But yeah, the thing is, then imagine, okay, I spent a year spending $5 every day. Correct? And I'm speaking in the sense of a bad habit. So what happens is, once I reach that 5-year point, how much have I invested into that thing? Whatever you put your time and attention into is what you're investing into. Everything in life is an investment. Whatever you give your time and attention, energy, it will grow. So that's why I told you guys when I was around 16, 17, that you have to make sure that you get rid of bad habits. The main priority in growth is to get rid of bad habits, because you need to have a firm foundation. Certain habits will prevent you from doing things. The thing is, you cannot have a substance abuse problem but want to be a millionaire, because what will happen is you have an issue. Now you have a ton of money that can fund that issue. And what happens is you might blow through your wealth because of that issue. Ooh. Whoa, I'm lucky slime. I'm snapping. But always look for slow growth. My whole life I've been chasing big things, not realizing that it's the small things that count in certain areas. I'm not saying everywhere, you feel me? But it's the small growth that counts, man. It's the small growth that gets you there. You know what I mean? You can never get a college degree without going through that first freshman year, that sophomore year, that junior year. Those little small things lead up to that big outcome of that degree that gets you that income that helps you reach your new level in life. And if you think about it, because life is formulas. I was never a math man. I was never a math man, but if you give me some money, I can multiply it, if you know what I mean. But I was never a math person. But I started to realize and look that life is formulas. The moment that you understand the formula, you will achieve and strive. It's not that somebody's smarter than you. It's not that somebody's more handsome than you. It's not that somebody has better skills than you or better opportunities than you or the cards. You know, some people have better cards than us, but you have to play what you're dealt. But if you have the formula, if you have the formula to build wealth, if you have the formula to grow into a better individual, if you have the formula to become successful in whatever endeavor, if you have the formula to on how to lose weight, how to look better, how to feel better, all you have to do is implement the steps to that formula and you will always get that outcome. Sometimes the formula will work differently due to our environments and the things. So take everything with a grain of salt and take the key points that can assist you and help you within your life. Always look for your small growth. Anything that you do little, I exercise. You want to start exercising? You exercise one time that week. I know that you didn't exercise 5 times out the week, but celebrate that one win. The little wins will get you rolling. It gets the ball rolling. Once the ball is rolling, once you got that snowball effect, you create the avalanche. So continue to look for small growth. Appreciate the small growth. It's the hard knock life. You know, life is hard, but we continue to elevate. We continue to push through strength, pain, or no, with strength. No, we push through pain with strength, and we push through adversity with courage. Just snapping. All right, you guys be easy. I hope I dropped some jewels.